I just believe you'll become a much more attractive person by focusing on what you want to achieve, having a passion, sticking with what you believe in, and having integrity. Then you will be someone.
Okay, everybody. I am going to do a reaction video to the great Graham Stephan and his girlfriend today. If you're wondering something different about me, what could it be? Oh, I noticed it's something on my mouth. I have decided, as a way to help spread the virus of wearing masks on your face, I want to wear a mask on my face today during this video. I hope you could hear me clearly. Graham Stephan is a YouTuber. He's a great YouTuber. He helps me become more financially stable, frugal. Maybe that's the word, I don't know. But I think he has a great personality. His personality actually is a lot different to mine too. I am gonna guess that he is an ESTJ.
I am ISTJ.
Not bad. I am an ENFP. I mean, listen, I don't take these too seriously, but I do find them interesting, and I do find that they are somewhat accurate. I've been told that these two opposite sides of the spectrum personalities kind of have a bit of chemistry when they hang out. They're likely to be friends because they're so different that they are kind of like fascinated with each other. And I'm fascinated with him. I'm happy that he is able to be a charming person while still being very kind of like strict about things in his life. I find charming people are more kind of loose. They are less organized. They're more messy, and that kind of adds to their charm. Whereas people that are more like studious, meticulous, more organized and all that stuff tend to kind of kill the charm in their personality because they're so focused on everything being perfect. But Graham, he balances it well. He seems to bring out that charisma, that fun side of him while still having that organized personality. It seems like he has a really great girlfriend. It seems like they have a great relationship. So why don't we react to them and find out a little bit more? I'd love to see if the videos that I'm gonna react to have the story of how they met, because I'm always fascinated with that. And I'm gonna have a series on my channel where I interview couples on the story of how they met. Hopefully, I'll be able to get Graham and his girlfriend one day and really dig into how it happened and how they fell in love.
Well, I think we only lost like 2 or 3 pasta noodles, so I think we did pretty good.
So I have an amazing girlfriend, and her and I share a lot of the same values in terms of saving and spending money, and I find it fun that she is just as frugal as I am.
Okay, so that's number 1. Realize what he said. Take from that. Graham was focused on her values, right? And it was the first thing that he mentioned when he was being interviewed for this. He didn't say, oh, I have an amazing girlfriend. She really puts up with me here. Or I have an amazing girlfriend. She does this for me. Or I benefit from her in this way. He says, we share these values. And having a good relationship it's built on shared values.
So we can have a great time trying to figure out like where is the best happy hour spot and like how we could save a little bit more money doing this. And she's the one too that's also very encouraging of like, we don't have to go out tonight to happy hour sushi. She doesn't sound like that, by the way, but she encourages me to like, you know, we could go cook food at home, or instead of going out to see a movie, we could just pop something on Netflix. So one of the things we actually do when we go out is we will end up just splitting a meal, because usually I'm not hungry enough to eat the entire thing myself, and neither is she. So we could basically get food for 2 by paying for 1. It's really cool to have someone in your life like that who I see is...
Yeah, and he's exactly right. And I could see when he said that right there, you could tell that he truly, truly admires his girlfriend for those reasons. Now, I'm sure he wasn't speaking so absolute when he said that there, because I think in every relationship you want to share most of the values, but at the same time, I think there are some things that you want to be different. I think there are some things that you want to kind of learn from the other person. And I'm sure in their relationship they have that. But for the most part, I'm glad that Graham really focused on the shared values that they have. I'm sure on top of that, there's things that differ, but it's the foundation that's important. Now we're actually gonna watch Graham and his girlfriend reacting to The Reason Why I'm Single video. Now, we're gonna kill two birds with one stone because I'm curious what he said in The Reason Why I'm Single video, and I am pretty sure, I tried to figure it out, that this is their first video together, which means this is probably earlier in their relationship.
Okay, we gotta push you in, because you're the star of the show here.
Oh God.
Today you're the star. So we're gonna be watching the video, Why I'm...
Alright, so I am gonna take this mask off just in case it was muffling everything I was saying. I don't wanna ruin this video, but you guys get the idea. Wear a frickin' mask.
Single, because now I'm no longer single, which is weird.
Recent development.
A recent development. You timed it perfectly with that video, by the way. You haven't seen the video either, which is another thing, right? So
yeah, I completely stopped watching all your videos because I didn't want, like, I wanted to get to know you for you instead of having this whole picture of you.
Got it. So was she a subscriber before they met? I'm not sure. I have no idea. Please tell me in the comments.
My mind, and then, you know, you trying to like live up to those expectations. I felt like that would be really weird.
That's smart.
I'm really nervous. I haven't seen this at all. You could do it.
Yeah, it would feel weird to like start dating somebody and then still watch their videos privately. I think when you watch somebody on YouTube, it creates this idea of some sort of celebrity, like a micro celebrity a little bit. At least that's how it is for me when I watch barbershop. So I think her stopping watching the videos, whatever.
So anyway, here are my thoughts when it comes to relationships, my experience with dating, making money, answering all the other questions you guys have wanted me to answer, and gold diggers. Everyone wants me to talk about gold diggers. So sure, fine. You know, we'll talk about gold diggers.
So are you going to talk about me more on your channel since you've talked about it? Oh yeah.
How to spot a gold digger. Like, to be completely honest, I don't think I would be here today if it wasn't for the complete heartbreak of getting dumped by her.
I agree with that, which that's something I'm surprised to hear you say. It pisses me off because I've said this for years, and then Ariana Grande comes out with Thank You Next, and everyone's like, you're just stealing that. But I've always kind of looked at relationships as like, you learn something. Yeah. And a lot of times it's been like me learning, okay, from like previous relationships is like, okay, you can relax off of things like that. Like, learn to be a little bit more flexible, because previously, like, if you asked my first boyfriend ever, I was a hard ass. I was like,
you did not text me back when you said you were going to. You should have been home by now and you would have texted me.
Nothing's changed.
I'm
kidding.
Okay, it's
I'm
more
kidding.
of a drive.
Yeah.
But no, I totally agree with that statement. That's absolutely how I look at it.
I like that you could tell that they were still early in their relationship right here. There was like little cute awkward silences around each other. And it's also nice that Graham kept in some of those cute awkward silences instead of cutting them away.
How I look at all of my previous relationships, because otherwise then you look at them and go, oh, it was such a waste of time. I mean, you kind of learn everything.
Oh yeah, nothing has ever been a waste of time.
So true. Everybody that is either scared of getting into a relationship or feels really crappy for a relationship ending, every single relationship I have been in has brought me to this place in my life and has brought me to the relationship that I am in now. I would not be with the amazing person that I'm with now if it wasn't for my past relationships. Why? I learned how to be a better boyfriend, and I learned how to pick a better girlfriend. At the end of each relationship, I said, you know what? This was really nice, but this was, did not like that. So in the future, I'm gonna make sure that I kind of filter these personality traits out, and this part that I really liked, I wanna bring that in. I wanna foster that in the relationship that I'm in, and I wanna find people that have those qualities. And so what happened is, through the course of my 20s and through past relationships, I was able to get a great idea on exactly who I was interested in. When I'm 22 years old, I really don't know exactly what I like. So if there's a quality in somebody that I notice and I'm not sure about it, I say, you know what, let's test it out. Let's see how I feel with it. So if I'm in a relationship with that person, I could really see I'm testing it out. But when I'm 32, I see that quality in a person and I go, listen, I've already been with that type of person. I've already had that quality. I've already had that dynamic in a relationship before. I don't need to have it again. So I'm so much more specific in what I'm looking for the older I get, because I've been in more relationships. So I actually, if you're the type of person that wants to be in an amazing relationship, I highly suggest to get into relationships, okay? One of them actually might be the one that you end up with, but if not, you are going to learn so much and have such a better relationship the next time around. And that's why, to everybody that's watching this that goes, shit, I just got dumped, or I just broke up with somebody and it just did not work out, everything's failed, I'm never gonna be with somebody good again. I want you to think the opposite. I want you to go, wow, I learned so much more than what I knew before. And so now the next person that I meet is going to be even better. Like, how many times have you heard somebody go, oh yeah, I was dating somebody really great and then the next person that I dated was much worse? Why would that happen? Why would somebody purposely go into a relationship choosing worse qualities than the person that they were with before?
Not gonna lie, when I was 22, I felt like I had made it. I was driving around a chrome orange Lotus Elise. I had just bought my second rental property. I was making 6 figures in real estate, and from the outside looking in, I felt like I was the
I wish that I had known that you actually cuss, because in all of your videos before, you hadn't cussed at all. And on the first date, I started to say a few times, and then
I'd be like, we're gonna get demonetized, Macy, and YouTube is listening to this.
I'm so scared. I'm like, oh no, I cuss so much. And then he's gonna hear me and be like, oh man.
Oh, I don't know. That's adorable.
I just don't want to get...
This is so adorable.
Oh, this is so adorable.
There's so many angry teenagers out there who just believe that women are out there to steal their money, or any girl who happens to like a successful guy is a gold digger. No.
I don't know what Graham's about to say after this, but what he just said right there is so, so important. For some reason, the internet brings together a lot of kind of red pill, men going their own way mentalities, where they are so focused on shallow people, especially shallow women. And they have this idea that all women, especially the most attractive ones, are especially shallow and don't care about anything except for the value that you could bring them as a masculine man or whatever the hell. So I really don't know much about Graham, but I love that he said this. And I didn't know his stance on how he feels about women and gold diggers and what he thinks women are like out there in the world. But now I could be sure that he is somebody that knows that women are just people. There's some shallow people and there's some not shallow people. How they look has nothing to do with their personality.
The vast majority of women care more about having a genuine connection with someone than they do about the size of that person's bank account.
Wow. Wow, Grammy. Grams. Dude, if you see this, freaking kudos to you. I'm so glad that you are able to have a platform where you could teach that to young men, because I do believe that there's a lot of dark places on the internet that are teaching the opposite of that. Now, I'd like to take it a step further. I have a free audiobook called Iconic. You can get it in the description. And I really dig into what that curiosity that men have about women being gold diggers or women liking guys with money really means. And I believe that women are not attracted to a man with money. I don't believe that people could be attracted to a man with money. Like where in their bosom, where where in their heart, where in their head are they getting turned on by seeing a man that has money? It makes no sense. But what could that really be? And I have figured out, I believe truly, that a woman is not attracted to money, but she is attracted to a man with purpose. What does purpose mean? It means somebody that is bringing value to the world in some way or another, big or small. And what's a good barometer of purpose? What's a good thermometer of purpose? It is sometimes how much you have in your bank account. But I don't think women are going, oh, he has money, he's attractive. They might be going, oh, he has money, he's probably bringing value to the world in some way. He's probably so passionate about something and so driven by that passion, and that's what I'm attracted to. Now, this is not a hard and fast rule, and I don't think women believe this either. I don't think they go, oh, he has less money, which means he is bringing less value to the world. I don't believe that they think that. However, how did this idea of women wanting money get into people's heads in the first place? This is where I think it comes from. Often, the amount of money that you have correlates with how driven you are with your passion. So that's where I think it comes from. But yes, I also think there's so much more that women are attracted to, but purpose is definitely one of them. So guys, if you're watching this, get it out of your head that women are just interested in rich guys. It's just not true. They are attracted to purpose. Money has nothing to do with that. If he is bringing value to the world in some way, that is where the attraction is.
So true.
But there are going to be guys in the comments arguing with that, be like, but no, but you don't know. You don't know. You know, that's what they're going to say.
Oh, they're going to say on this, I, as a woman, do not know that women prefer good connections.
Yeah, they're going to tell you what you like and what you don't like.
They're going to say she's lying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here trying to get my electrical bill down $5 a month by doing laundry on off-peak times and eating eggs and oatmeal for dinner because it's cheap. Like, gold diggers don't see that and be like, whoa, off-peak electrical hours, that's awesome. I'm just not that type of guy that those types of...
I mean,
He's fucking hilarious.
I don't know what off-peak electrical hours
so off-peak,
but...
Ooh, it's the cheapest to use electricity between about 10 p.m. I think until about 6 a.m. So that's when you're supposed to do like all your electricity. During the day in the afternoon between I think it's 2 and 6 is the highest. 2 to 7. So.
Okay.
I love this dude.
So that's why you stay up super late.
Yeah. Every night.
This is ridiculous.
That's right.
I just believe you'll become a much more attractive person by focusing on what you want to achieve, having a passion, sticking with what you believe in, and having integrity. Then you will be someone.
That's something I really do like about you. You're like comfortable with yourself.
Yes.
You know, as a person, or like when you're alone. I mean, you live on your own.
Yeah.
And you're fine with that.
I've always found that the right people come into your life when you're in your element, you're in your zone, you're doing your thing, you're not looking for anything in particular, and then everything just effortlessly falls into place organically.
Okay, so what Graham is referring to here is basically this kind of flow state. And to me, that is the perfect balance of being present, being purposeful, and being healthy in life. Because to me, I found that those are the only real 3 things that you need to be happy, confident, and attractive in your life. And when you kind of are balancing that presence, which is just loving whatever situation you're in, really being appreciative, to being purposeful, going as hard as you can towards what you're passionate about and making sure that brings value to the world in some way, big or small, and then being healthy, keeping the machine running really well. When those 3 things are all happening at the same time, you have this kind of just flow state. You're really not thinking about anything negative. Why don't I have somebody in my life? Whoa, this girl, she didn't respond. All of those thoughts aren't there because you're appreciating your life, you're moving forward, and you're so healthy that your brain isn't in this sedentary kind of negative droll. And so that's what Graham is talking about. And because it seems as though he is able to access that, he experiences that flow state, and that is likely what brought him his girlfriend, what attracted her to him. Now, when one of those things isn't there, or if all of those things isn't there, you are actually repelling people. You are being needy because you're thinking about, oh, why don't I have this? Instead of being appreciative, right? Instead of giving value to the world, you're wishing that value came to you.
Oh yeah, no, you can tell he does this, but good luck doing this when you got a girlfriend. Then that's gonna go all out the window.
I'm someone that looks for the happy hours at sushi places. That way you can get the same amount of food and the same quality of food, but for a better price.
Exactly.
And I also refuse to like buy sodas or drinks.
But what about that? That got 10 likes. Women don't like cheap guys. How true is that?
It depends on the woman.
Okay.
I mean, most of my friends kind of think I'm a little like frugal or...
It is such a bad thing for anybody to just generalize an entire group. For men to generalize women saying women don't like cheap guys, or for women to generalize men and say, oh, men don't like this kind of woman, thick women, thin women, whatever it is. The truth of the matter is that all people are varied. Personality types are varied based on what they like. And if you have values, instead of going and saying, oh crap, I have to mold myself to fit to what this general idea of people is, I want you to get really specific and look for people that share those values, what we were talking about earlier. I would say the difference between frugal and cheap is frugal is when you are saving money and you are doing things to save you money and it is benefiting your life to be even more successful. I would say somebody that's cheap, if we're gonna make these different definitions, is somebody that is purposely not spending and that is holding them back, right? That is not helping them grow. I would say that Graham is the former. He is frugal. He is a person that is saving money and he's doing so in a way which is helping him grow to be even more successful.
But what about that comment?
I don't agree with it for myself at all.
Okay, cool.
I mean, if you
She finds it endearing.
I
Right?
do.
It's endearing.
I
I'd be
do.
like, how can Graham save money on off-peak electrical hours today? What's he going to do today to save money?
I see it as like a really logical thing. I
Okay,
don't
good.
see the point in why you would spend more money to get the same exact thing.
Exactly.
But see, this is a big case of values, and Graham finding somebody that shares his values, because guess what? There are going to be women that just say, hey, listen, I like knowing that I don't have to worry about small things, cutting corners here and there. It makes me feel good to just not think about it and pay for the more expensive thing. That's personality type. That is values. So if you're on a date and you share, for instance, Graham's frugal headspace, and the person that's on a date with you says, oh, that's so weird. Why do you do that? I could never do that. Instead of going, oh, I'm bad. Oh, is something wrong with me? I want you to think, I don't share the same values as this person. Now, is this a deal breaker for me? May not be. It could be. But I just want you to not feel down because of something. It's simply your values and their values. They just don't connect in that way.
There's been so many comments, you know, because I wasn't really telling people those things.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's weird. But I got a lot of
Oh, well, if he's a creep, at least you get a free dinner out of it. And so,
stuff, and I was like,
It's easier for you to get the free dinner then.
well, no, I wanted to get to know you, but I got a lot of that. Or, oh, like you can get him to buy you things. And I'm like, that's really weird. That's really weird to have like a boyfriend just for him to buy you things.
Well, that's the thing. I wouldn't just be randomly buying things. So that's the difference here.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I'll do your laundry during off-peak electrical hours. That's what I'll do, and I'll make you 20-cent iced coffee. That's all you're getting.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Welcome.
I am so happy that there's somebody else out there on YouTube that is teaching this stuff to young people, well, young and old. These are lessons that anybody could learn. I honestly had no idea that Graham had such strong values about relationships And also, listen, I've never watched their videos together. I've just seen some clips because I saw his Millennial Money video. I am super impressed. It's getting really late, so I'm also getting tired, so I want to end this quickly. But first of all, I had no idea that Graham Stephan had such good values about relationships. He has somebody that shares his values, is also such a sweet and kind person. She seems like she has a great personality, like she's interesting, and she looks like she really has good values too. It's just amazing to see another YouTuber that is proving to some people that may be small-minded that no, not all women are just looking for money. Not all women are looking for a certain kind of man. This could really throw out the idea of red pill because it's just not real. Listen, if you think a woman seems to be attracted to money, that's not how it works. If anything, she is strongly attracted to very purposeful men. To the women out there too, this is not something that only applies to men. Being present, being purposeful, and being healthy, that's universal. All people are attractive and happy and confident because of those three very, very simple qualities. And maybe one day I'll get them on my show, actually interview them. I'd really love to get to the nitty-gritty of exactly what makes their relationship work, how they met, what were the steps to, like how did Graham ask her to be his girlfriend? Man, I'm tired, but I'm impressed. I really was not expecting this. I am a relationship coach. I teach social skills. I teach confidence. I teach individuality most of all, being authentic to who you are. And I know that the dating coach world out there is, let's just put it easily, shitty. And there's not good dating advice at all out there. So to see that there is somebody that made a video on dating and he wasn't even really trying to, he was able to do it in a way that was indirect, but at the same time, I think taught people a lot. And I think his girlfriend did as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. Graham, if you do watch this, big ups to you, my man. Everybody should subscribe. Smash that like button. Join my Discord. It's a really friendly place. And if you win the Anthony Memes contest that I have every week, you get to choose my video release schedule for the upcoming week, as well as do a Instagram live with me. That's about it. You could watch another video right here.